Hey everyone, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It is Thursday, December 13th. Hope you're holding strong. I have some positive and bullish news for you guys. Of course, this is not financial or investment advice. I want to start off with some Ripple news. We got some big announcements today. It seems over the past few days, we've had some big announcements from Ripple. Even yesterday, I talked about American Express, Currencies Direct. So we're hearing a lot of news around Ripple. And we know Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, said one major bank will definitely be going live on XRapid, which leverages XRP by the end of this year and dozens in 2019. So we got announcements today that a UAE exchange will begin blockchain payments by the first quarter, of course, using Ripple's blockchain technology. So United Arab Emirates based UAE exchange and US startup Ripple plan to launch cross-border remittances to Asia via blockchain by the first quarter of 2019, UAE Exchanges Group CEO said in an interview. Asia was one of the biggest recipients of the roughly $613 billion in remittances sent globally last year, with a large, let's see here, a lot of it coming from expatriate workers in the Middle East, where UAE Exchange, part of payments and foreign exchange company Finablr, if I pronounced that correctly, and most of the funds are currently sent through foreign exchange branches, but a growing chunk is being transferred via websites and apps, with the use of blockchain technology expected to ramp up in the next few years, a transition that UAE Exchange and San Francisco-based Ripple are aiming to capture. So we've talked about the utility on the use case here of XRP and being used in XRapid, where XRP is a bridge currency. So when you have people who are sending home money, they're workers in other countries, especially in the United Arab Emirates. There's a lot of migrant workers there, and they send money back home. And of course, that has to be converted. So this is a big corridor, and as you can see, billions of dollars. And what we're seeing is Ripple's capturing all these corridors around the globe, and that's definitely volume that's going to be reflected in the XRP ledger as XRapid is leveraged. Now, as I said before, not every bank or every financial institution will use XRapid, but with the integration of Ripple's product suite, XVIA, XCurrent, XRapid, all of them being able to work together with the multi-hop feature, a bank or a financial institution can easily jump from XCurrent to XRapid. So we know Ripple's pushing the use of XRP, and big things are ahead. And we saw that even R3, which is essentially a competitor to Ripple, has its own bank partnerships. They're going to be leveraging XRP in their Corda settler as well. So very big things are ahead. This is going to be big. And they said here, so here's a quote. We expect to go live with Ripple by Q1 2019 with one or two Asian banks. This is for remittances to start with from across the globe to Asia. Very big, guys. This is such great news. And if you really study what's happening in the United Arab Emirates, a lot of migrant workers, because there is a lot of construction, a lot of work being done there, a lot of money in the UAE. And here's some other details here. RippleNet, which includes more than 100 member banks and financial institutions, enables messaging, clearing, and settlement of transactions. So very, very big stuff here, guys. Super excited, very bullish on XRP. Is the biggest chunk of my portfolio. And of course, I've been filling my bags, in this dip. And moving ahead to some other XRP news. So CZ, who is the CEO of Binance, responding to a tweet someone tweeted, and he from Joseph Young, it looks like here, he said, Coinbase has been listing everything in crypto apart from XRP. It says it may add every asset above a certain level with a stock market, like the stock market, but still no XRP. Savage. On a serious note, it's like the pending federal court case against Ripple is holding them back for now. CZ responded, the court case may take years, but if XRP is ruled as a security, it would seriously hurt a lot of US users, and to a certain extent, other users around the world too. It certainly doesn't look like a security to me, but that's just one person's opinion. So I think the majority of people recognize that XRP is not a security. If you align it, it's just the haters that go around trying to align it. Now, if you went back maybe 4 or 5 years ago, you could say it was a security. But the way Ripple has moved to decentralization and the way the XRP is being leveraged for utility by different companies and in different use cases, even R3 is going to be leveraging it. So it's not like Ripple alone. As I've stated before, and Ripple even moved this to a federal court case, so they're not worried about it. And we see they have a lot of ex-SEC people working with them. So if the SEC really wanted to declare XRP as security, they could have done it already. They released a whole bunch of guidelines. They've been telling other ICOs and companies, hey, you need to register as security. You have the number 2 crypto. Why would you not start at the top? Because they are not. Ripple's working with them. They're going to go through all the stuff they need to. So as I've stated, guys, common sense will tell you this. And look how they could have shut this down a while ago. Ripple, even if you guys recall, I had shared it with you. They got sued and they had to, they got fined. This was in the early days. And the other government sections or departments of the government reviewed it and said XRP is a currency. So if whatever was to happen, it would have happened already, especially now with the SEC going hardcore right now, going after a lot of different companies, and they could easily go after the number 2 crypto. But like I said, guys, they can't because it's not, if you align it to the the security laws and rules, it doesn't 100% align. There are some things like the fact that Ripple distributed, but that's being contradicted by the fact of the utility and that multiple companies are using it and there's use cases behind it. So that's where the SEC, I think they're working with Ripple to clear this all up. So and banks and R3 and all these people would not be leveraging it. All these exchanges wouldn't be listing it if that was the case. Just Coinbase, this is not about XRP being a security as we've talked about before. This is about bad blood between them and Ripple, and then asking Ripple to pay millions to list XRP. Because if you recall, there was some rumors circling, some of it back in last December about them listing XRP, but this goes back to them asking, and even Brad Garlinghouse has said they should just go ahead and list it. Now, he wouldn't say that if, I hope you connect the pieces here. Anyway, moving ahead. Shout out to Leonidas. Moontrade X OTC crypto exchange is planning to implement XRP. So it's a over-the-counter cryptocurrency exchange, of course, for the big money. And they responded to Leonidas asking them about this, and they said they're planning to do it. So a lot of these exchanges, even OTC, are listing XRP. XRP added on TokensNet exchange with USDT and BTC trading pairs. Like I said, XRP continues to be listed, added with fiat pairing as a base currency. It's happening globally, and that is a great sign. Something I did want to share with you guys, and it speaks to the sentiment of what I've been trying to convey to you, that we are in an infrastructure stage where the market is being built out, these services and all the respective technology and all of that, getting ready for the launch and takeoff of the market. And I believe that's going to happen, guys, in 2019, because we're bottoming out now. Capitulation certainly taking place, and we're going to see a run up in 2019. That's what I personally believe. I could be wrong, but I'm basing that on announcements and facts and things that are going to be coming up. So, for example, a lot of Ripple partners going live in 2019, Fidelity going live, Backed going live, and ErisX going live. So a lot of big things lined up for 2019. But I want to share this with you from Wise Ratings here. Crypto winter didn't deter investors. Quite the opposite. Their numbers nearly doubled in 2018 from 18 million to 35 million. A recent Cambridge University report found ecosystem growing in spite of the bear market. A new bull market is inevitable. So big things are ahead. Ashish Burla of Ripple here said, I've seen some of the most exciting crypto projects in years during the slowdown. And he's replying to Jeff Roberts, who gave a quote here. SEC crypto czar Val, I'm going to try to pronounce his last name, tells Wall Street BTC on ICO slowdown, it will make the good projects rise to the top, and and show the world that what the technology can do. So I absolutely believe that. I think a lot of the crap coins, shit coins, as people call them, are being weeded out. A lot of the bad ICOs that were built on the Ethereum blockchain are dying, and that's good, because there was a lot of scams, and I think this bottoming out all by design. Sure, there's a correction after last year's bull run, but I think price suppression has been done on purpose here, and to bottom out, get the weak hands, get all the junk out, the trash out, and then it will roll back up. So that's why, even though Ethereum is taking a big hit, Ethereum is here to stay. I'm bullish on Ethereum. I'm most bullish on XRP, obviously, but Ethereum is one of the winners I believe will come out. I've spoken to some people, and there's big things planned for Ethereum. So, and there's some upgrades coming, Constantinople in 2019 as well. So it will bottom out. I think this is certainly by design, and we're going to see a run back up. So obviously, I've shown you guys my portfolio, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and so forth, and some other altcoins. So keep holding, guys. Here is some other big news. As I've stated, even though when there's blood on the streets, the prices are low, these big companies and Wall Street firms are still making big moves, investing, making acquisitions, building out services. So Fidelity has been doing a lot of investing. They're going to be launching their own, crypto service in 2019 as well. And they said Fidelity is backing a crypto lending startup that's looking to launch a crypto credit card. See what's coming? We got loans, we got credit cards. We just heard about Samsung planning to add a crypto wallet to its new S10 phones. So all the common infrastructures of the regular world, crypto is now getting into building around that. So BlockFi scored $4 million in fundraising led by Fidelity and Acuna Capital. The firm is expanding into new business lines, including a potential credit card product. A string of Wall Street's most active crypto traders are getting behind BlockFi, a New York crypto lending firm, as it eyes new opportunities for financial firms and retail alike. Backing the firm are some of crypto Wall Street's usual suspects, including Fidelity subsidiary Devon Share Investors. Other investors include Mike Novogratz of Galaxy Digital, which previously backed the firm in a $52.5 million round in July. So he's giving more money. As for the latest round, the firm has raised $4 million in convertible debt investments. Options and crypto proprietary trading shop Acuna Capital led the round alongside CMT Digital, Morgan Creek Digital, and other firms. So, guys, the big money, the smart money, this is how they operate. When there's blood on the streets, when the weekends have been shaken out, the prices are low, people are walked away from this market. They are building the services out. This is a new asset class, new disruptive technology. Blockchain's here to stay. Crypto's here to stay. Governments, as we saw, are introducing bills, especially like in the United States, to regulate this market and protect consumers and help the market to grow as well. So it's all coming together. The writing's on the wall. We have facts. We have news here. We have it straight from the horse's mouth. I'm not making this stuff up. That's why I show you my sources. You can go double check this and research it yourself. Highly recommend you do that. But I also, I hope you're not just focused on price, because if you're only focused on price, then you're like, a boat stuck in the ocean without a sail. You're just drifting all over the place, right? Without a motor, so to speak. Because guess what? There's a lot of things that affect the price. This is a young market, a lot of volatility. Markets move in cycles, right? Bear and bull. You also got to think about manipulation because it's a young market. And there's, FUD, there's fake, news that comes out that can drive the sentiment down. But that's okay. That happens in the stock market as well. It happens when something is said about a company, the stock value goes down. That's normal. So once you understand these underlying principles and you see facts like this of what's being built out, you realize where we're at and where we're going. It's very similar to what happened in the 90s with the dot-com boom, when you had, all these companies, Google, Amazon, eBay, building out, but they weren't at full maturity yet. But once you recognize their use case, their utility, what are they disrupting, what service are they bringing, you recognize the potential, you made your investments, and if you were patient, you were rewarded. So I'm more bullish than I ever been before, because when I want to be on the side of Fidelity and TD Ameritrade and ICE and Starbucks and all of that, because if they're making investments, then I know that in what I'm invested in, then that's perfect. That's all I need to know, and I'll just be patient. Now, speaking of investments and expansion, we're seeing that from the cryptocurrency exchanges as well. So Binance, obviously the biggest crypto exchange in the world, is expanding its crypto incubator to 5 new cities. So revealed exclusively to CoinDesk, the venture wing of the namesake exchange, Binance Labs, will launch new incubator programs in Berlin, Buenos Aires, Lagos, Singapore, and Hong Kong come March 2019. A lot happening in 2019, guys. The company is announcing this global expansion, offering 10-week on-site programs for early-stage blockchain projects, such as inaugural San Francisco program is set to end on Friday. Just as the inaugural San Francisco program is set to end on Friday, starting next year, all Binance Labs incubation programs will conclude, together with a 3-week trip to Singapore, where the parent company is based, and a collective demo day. Stepping back, 8 teams were selected out of over 500 applicants to each receive $500,000 to participate in the San Francisco incubator this year. So, look, they're looking to grow this market and spread their brand and build a brand and invest in and fund other projects. So this is great. And here's a quote from the CEO. From Ella Zhang. She said, those two emerging markets have native blockchain and crypto use cases. So we hope to find them teams solving local problems like payments, the instability of local currencies, or remittance problems. So we're seeing crypto exchanges are expanding and building out their services. What we're also seeing is a lot of traditional market folks are flocking to blockchain and crypto. They are coming into this market, and I think it's a smart move. And we have here Civic. If you guys know Vinny Lacan, something like that is his name. He's been in the market. He's well known as an influencer. Former Apple exec joins decentralized identity startup Civic. So Apple veteran Phillip Shoemaker, and he's going to be an executive director of identity.com, which is obviously owned by Civic. So I don't want to go too much into this, but I'm just showing these people who obviously had high profile jobs here, really huge companies, right? We've seen folks in the NASDAQ leave and go to crypto startups, and just even to Backed, and obviously, look, we have them going to Civic here. So it's happening, guys. It's happening slowly but surely. It's all coming together. Now, some other stuff. Leonidas, shout out to Leonidas again, that found here. Japanese crypto exchange Bitcoin expanded its services to Latin America by launching a crypto to fiat trading platform in Panama. It will offer USD pairs with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and XRP. Global movement here, guys. And look at this, a Japanese crypto exchange all the way to Panama, across the globe. So this time around, what happened last year in December, January, where exchanges had to close their doors, ain't going to happen this time around. There's so many exchanges. All the exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, and so forth expanded their servers, their customer service. They're ready for the volume, guys. So this time, I think we're going to see a big run up. Ainslie Bullion, one of Australia's leading bullion dealers, since 1974, is now also trading in crypto, BTC, ETH, XRP, trading USD. So, man, look at this. I mean, they deal in obviously precious metals, but going into crypto, global. I love it. I love seeing this stuff, and it gives me confidence to keep holding. Yes, the price is down, but we're bottoming out, and I think all the weekends, all the shady ICOs, all the BS projects are going to die off. And sure, some might stick around, but I think the market is being wiped clean. It's going to start off afresh next year with institutional money leading it. And I'm telling you guys, keep holding. I remember I told you guys when I went to Las Vegas, I spoke to some people, and I can't say who and what they told me, because there's some proprietary stuff, off the record stuff but there's a lot of big projects coming up. And I've even shared the New York Times article talking about the Blockchains LLC project out in Nevada and what they're going to do with Ethereum. And there's huge things ahead, guys, huge things. And we've also talked about, the global economic problems and how that can lead to more people going into crypto, with stock markets and economies slowing down and fiat currencies failing. People are going to flock to crypto. So I think huge things are ahead if we're patient. I think we can certainly be rewarded nicely there. So guys, what do you think about this news? We'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. Leave them below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And once again, this is not financial investment advice. Also, if you find my channel and videos helpful, please share them with your friends and family. Thank you guys for your support, and I'll talk to you all later.